From a crazy ending to the Star Wars event to new info about Season 3, these are 30 secrets and leaks in Fortnite Battle Royale. Darth Maul is now in-game, but there's a hidden detail that only diehard fans will know about. In Episode 1, Maul's actor left his ear piercing on by accident, but Star Wars isn't one to change things, so in every show or movie, he also has this piercing. It's hard to spot, but Epic must have paid attention because you can find this exact same piercing on his Fortnite skin. Speaking of Star Wars, you're probably sick of fighting people with lightsabers, well luckily, there's a secret trick that stops them for good. By using the exotic red eye, any bullets that get blocked will detonate on impact and absolutely shred your enemy. Now we're only a couple days away from the next phase of the Star Wars event, and soon, the Emperor will take over our game and tell the clones to
execute Order 66.
It'll happen when you first enter the battle bus, and every clone on the map is gonna turn hostile, leading up to Anakin Skywalker finally taking his place as Darth Vader. He'll return as a boss on the map around May 13th, so yeah, the next couple of weeks are gonna play out just like the prequels, and you could already see it happening right now. Look up and you'll notice Republic Star Destroyers hovering above. Outposts have also been upgraded to checkpoints with barricades and clone troopers patrolling, so buy stuff from them while you can, cause you know, they won't be friendly for much longer. And Fortnite seriously messed up with the Force powers, because the next time you pick one up, there's a chance you'll become a victim of this embarrassing mistake. At the end of a cutscene, enemies are frozen for a few seconds, which is the perfect opportunity for a free kill. And I'm not saying you should camp here, but maybe you should camp here. The players were pretty surprised this week when they opened the item shop and saw the Cookie Crisp Wolf. Okay, jokes aside, people are so distracted by the adorable trailer, they missed the secret movie reference. This exact same thing happened in Over the Hedge, with both of them stealing the hot dogs from a grill, and it's gotta be one of the most underrated references Fortnite has ever done. But something truly underrated is a way to jump higher than ever in Chapter 4. Thanks to the Force powers, you can stand on a nearby truck or car, lift it into the air, and it sends you flying. It's super useful for zero build or getting to places like the top of Mega City. But everyone is excited about the next Dragon Ball crossover. Yep, it's happening again with a new skin called Dual Paradox. He's cel-shaded, has two variants, and a dual pickaxe, which is pretty mysterious until leakers figured it out. The textures match up to Goku Black in his alternate style, with the dual pickaxe possibly being a giant scythe. With yesterday being National Goku Day, it's no surprise Epic wants to celebrate, and he might be in the item shop by the time you watch this. And pay attention to vehicles, because they will play a huge role in Season 3. Epic is hard at work on new features, including an armored car that'll drive around the map. To get it, you'll have to eliminate the goons inside and then steal it for yourself. That's just the beginning, because Epic is making a garage tab that'll appear in the lobby, and when you click it, there will be a ton of vehicle customization. It's part of a Season 3 event named Delmar that is race-themed, and it sounds insane, with a tutorial mode, death race, and a map called the Whiplash Circuit. And speaking of collaborations, this week Fortnite officially became a part of the Olympics. It turns out there's an Olympic esports tournament this year, and 12 people from FNCS have been invited to compete. By then, some of them will be wearing new Star Wars outfits that are encrypted in the files right now. Leakers have found Auric Vine, Hornetta Vine, and Nocturnal, with one of them rumored to be Palpatine. The other two could be anyone, but the codename Vine hints at them being a part of the dark side because Darth Maul has the same tag. Some think it's General Grievous, Count Dooku, but Fortnite themselves posted a teaser with only two words, Roger Roger. So yeah, we might be getting droid skins instead. And they'll be joined by even more Force powers. There's a chance these new skins appear as holograms on the map and give us extra powers like Palpatine's lightning or Force Lift. They're unfinished, which means either Fortnite scrapped him or they'll be completed in the next update, so we'll have to wait and see. But make sure you have powers in the first place, because it turns out lightsabers are the only item to get nerfed when you die. Anyone who picks up a used saber won't have Force abilities, and it's causing people to make some pretty fatal mistakes. Now you can use this to your advantage, because there's a secret way to trick enemies, and it involves picking up a new saber. Once you've learned a Force power, it can't be replaced, so you can equip a different color and just confuse everyone. See a blue weapon and assume you have Force Pull, only for you to throw rocks at them. I mean, it's genius. Now, it's not as impressive as a record-breaking card, which is shocking everybody. If you bought Crystal Shard cards from 2019, they could be worth thousands. A Black Knight collectible was rated PSA 10, and this just sold for $35,000, the most expensive Fortnite card ever at auction, and it's only 4 years old. The future of this game is crazy, and that's why I'm excited for Season 3. We have learned so much about what's coming, including a desert biome that no one's talking about. Epic is making new versions of these trees from Chapter Chapter 1, and there's palm leaves in the files, so it's just in time for summer. But that's not all, there's also a jungle biome in the works, which sounds massive. This leak has been around for a while, but we've learned more info that reveals waterfalls, mud, and boulders. This is gonna be a huge part of the map, and it won't just be off-road vehicles getting us around, it'll be dinosaurs. Yes, raptors are coming back to BR for the first time since Chapter 2, and don't worry, they'll have something fans have been wanting forever. Finally, raptors will be rideable to let us easily run through the jungle, but some think it's more than that. Jurassic Park premiered 30 years ago on June 9th, and Season 3 begins on June 9th. Yeah, it could be a crossover to celebrate the anniversary. Now, it's just speculation right now, but there's plenty of evidence for a different collab, which is in the files as we speak. Over the years, we've had a lot of Spider-Man skins from comics to the MCU, and recently we got the Prowler and Spider-Gwen. There's only one person left, and that is Miles Morales. With Across the Spider-Verse dropping in a couple weeks, it's the perfect time for a collab, and that's why this mythic in the files, it's a little interesting, okay? It's a new version of Spidey's web shooters called Fearless Flight, and has a set with 2 skins and an emote, so it's pretty obvious who's in here. As for loot you can get right now, head to the island above Naughty Nets, and there's a spot that has 2 guaranteed safes. They spawn here every game and dump tons of gold, which will come in handy for next season's mythics. I mean, if only you could spend them on cosmetics, but for anyone with V-Bucks, you'll be glad to hear one of the rarest items of all time, it's back in the shop. Infiltrator was gone for 3.5 years, so now might be the only chance to buy him. Just as exciting as the return of the lever action rifle, which is buffed with more damage and new Chapter 4 animations, teasing that it'll probably come back next season. It was a pretty balanced gun, and people loved it, so I can't wait to see it again. You should also expect another Marvel crossover in Season 3, because Epic is bringing a new character to the X-Men set. We had X-23 last year, and her code name was Dark Azalea, which is interesting considering the new skin is called Vivid Azalea. It could be an updated version or a different character entirely, and this might be related to an upcoming Fortnite Marvel comic. Leakers are talking about comic codes in Season 3, and this could be a Wolverine story that picks up where they left off. Basically, he fell in love with the Imagined and then, well, she died, so the story could go anywhere from here. That's why the possibility of a live event is so high. For starters, we have an update confirmed for next week, May 16th, and it'll be the final patch of Season 2. Now, this might contain a ton of info about a possible live event called Arnold. The code name is random as usual, but it talks about henchmen, a boss, and a special version of Baba Yaga. Usually, Epic doesn't work on stuff this late into a season unless it's a live event or feature content, so we'll definitely have an answer to the mystery soon. Now make sure you have an Epic Games account linked to Discord so you can earn a free limited time wrap. A message will appear on Discord telling you to stream Fortnite for 15 minutes, and once you complete it, the Coruscant Pride will be given to you. Now, luckily, it'll be a lot easier to earn some free items in Fortnite's next big crossover. If you enjoyed the Star Wars mini battle pass, there's another one coming later this year, but it'll be Doctor Who themed. We've talked about this in recent videos, but now we might have our very first look at the 15th Doctor skin. There is no way to verify if this is real, so take it with a grain of salt, but it's pretty well made and should come with 2 edit styles, so we'll have to see what happens. While you're waiting around, there's a chance one of the new Star Wars encounters will appear out of nowhere. Clone troopers can rift in and offer all kinds of help, from an armory full of supplies to a tree with slurp barrels. But what they all have in common is hollow chests for you to loot. Sounds exciting until you realize there's nothing inside. Those are 30 secrets and leaks in Fortnite Season 2. It's been Tommy at Give It Here on Top 5 Gaming.